Hello everyone, I'm Ron Grant coming to you live and direct from Tortola in the Virgin Islands. You're watching 284 Media. Recently, the BVI Tourist Board and Film Commission concluded the annual 284 Excellence Film Competition, which saw a variety of filmmakers across the territory, including the United States Virgin Islands, showcasing their talent. Of course, at the end of the competition, we had some winners. I'm honored today to be joined by 4 of the winners, ranging a number of categories as well as genres. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
CCT Internet just got better.
The best plan of service for any weather.
We got fire.
That's fiber.
With lots of speed.
Starts at 119 and has free IPTV.
If you want to go home and start to stream, you should probably get Go Fast LTE.
What school? Right now it's back to school.
So when you sign up, we've got something for you.
Sign up for Fire or Go Fast LTE.
And you, my friend, get a tablet for free.
I said sign up for Fire or Go Fast LTE.
And you, my friend, get a tablet for free.
It's back to school time
with CCT. Offer valid while supplies last.
CCT, Life Unlimited.
Attention Anegada residents! Attention Anegada residents! CCT is coming to you! That's right! CCT will be visiting Anegada every third Wednesday of the month. Need to pay your bill? Sign up for a new service? Or have a customer service concern? CCT has got you covered. No need to leave the island. CCT is here to make staying connected easier than ever. Mark your calendars for every third Wednesday starting October 16th and visit us for all your CCT service needs. For more information, call us at 444-4444 or follow us on any of our social media pages. See you soon, Anegada!
Welcome back everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. As promised, we're discussing all things the 2024 284 Excellence Film Competition. Joining me are 2 of the amazing filmmakers in the Virgin Islands, the very talented, and most importantly, I love them even more because they're a couple, all right? And they continue to make marvelous work. Kalani Rivers and Nyla Colwood, welcome back to the studios and thank you for your time.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. As I mentioned, you both participated together in the 2024 284 Excellence Film Competition. Now, you're no stranger to filmmaking. You're no stranger to competition. But tell us about the reason you wanted to participate this year.
Well, we definitely want to participate this year because any film competition, any film opportunity in the Virgin Islands is something that we want to be a part of. And then this one being in the BVI and me being born, raised, and educated in the BVI, I was really excited to come home and use the territory as a canvas to create visual productions and tell unique stories.
All right, and Kalani, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, like, aside from this competition, we've only been in one other, and that's the P48. And of course, you know, they pick the genre, they pick certain things you have to say. So I really loved how open and free range this one was.
Amazing, and I love the fact that you said open and free range because tell us about your choice in genre as well as the entire concept for the film.
Yes, okay, so this was basically inspired by a poem that I wrote a few years ago.
Okay.
And it basically covers situationships, not relationships, situationships.
We all know a little bit about that.
Yep,
Yeah.
and all the things that could go right and wrong if we leave things undefined.
Yeah.
So we use the poem as kind of like a plot line and a storyline to drive the story. And it kind of broke it into 3 parts. So we followed the lives of a couple who, you know, got into the Netflix and chill.
Okay.
You know what happens after that. What are we conversation, and then following the blow up where everything kind of goes wrong because things were undefined.
Amazing. And Undefined, the title of the film, the short film, you received 2 awards for that. Tell us the awards that you received.
Yes.
Yeah, so for Undefined, we won Best Actor,
Yes.
and we also won Best Soundtrack.
Amazing. Now, in hindsight, 2020, of course, you mentioned that this is just the second competition that you've ever participated in. Where do you see yourselves evolving and going next as filmmakers?
Honestly, we're trying to get our work on global stages. So the next thing is we already started to research several film competitions across the world. And so we're now in our production phase where we have quite a few films that we're getting ready to produce. and we're going to release them and show them at different film festivals.
Wonderful. Now, participating in the 284 Excellence Film Competition, I want you to speak to up-and-coming filmmakers because putting your work up there, as you both know, is a very vulnerable space. And a number of persons sit and observe, and they perhaps wish they could do, but they're very apprehensive and nervous. What would you say to up-and-coming filmmakers and creatives on a whole who are a bit nervous and apprehensive about making that next step?
I say the best thing to do is just start, because as creatives, we're very sensitive about our work. And sometimes we're our worst enemy. So the sooner you get in there, you kind of see what your skills are, where you lack, and from there you can start to get better. Because with each project, you just get better and better each time. Your team expands, you learn things that you didn't know. So the key thing is to just start.
And Nayela?
The same thing, just start, because of course when you start, you're not going to be the greatest you're going to be. And I think that's affair with a lot of people, where I could be this good, but I'm not right now, so I don't want to put myself out there. But you have to start day 1 to get to day 30 to get to day 100. So I would say just go for it, put it out there. Expect it to not be your best work, especially if it's your first time, but be okay with that, because from that comes lessons that you can learn to grow your craft. It also allows you to get feedback from other people, so you're not just in your delusional bubble thinking, oh, I'm this great, and comparing yourself to people you never actually put yourself out there to compete against. So I'd say just start. Expect it to not be your greatest work, but expect it to be the first step to your greatest work.
I love the fact that you mentioned being open to competition, because in order to be the best, you must compete against the best.
Yeah.
All right. And I think sometimes persons are a bit scared of competition. What was your biggest takeaway, both of you, from the 284 Excellence Film Competition as you sat and not only saw your work? Obviously, you would not have known that you made it to the finals, the top 6. But once you realized that you made it and you got the opportunity to look at not only your work on the big screen, but the other competitors, what was your biggest takeaway?
The main thing is we have a lot of talent in the Virgin Islands.
There you go.
Yeah.
That was the main takeaway for me. Like, you saw some people excelled in things like story. Some people excelled in cinematography. Some people excelled in sound design and the editing process. And just us as a whole, there's just so much talent. So that was my main takeaway from it.
Good.
Yeah, and likewise for me, and from like the perspective of the caliber of filmmaking in the BI is growing, because we've watched the competitions from P48, and then we came over for the competition last year, and it has significantly increased from previous years. We're seeing teams that we've competed against in previous competitions get better and better, and it's really exciting to watch, because it's like, it's really growing, and the purpose of these film competitions are really coming to fruition, where you're pulling filmmakers out of the woodworks, giving them opportunities to show themselves and develop themselves, giving them opportunities to meet the other filmmakers and collaborate with them, and we're really seeing things excel, like we're seeing it level up, and it's really exciting.
It is indeed. Yeah. Wonderful. Well, I want to congratulate you guys on your success in the recent film competition. And I know that we can expect quite a bit more from you. But before we go, I'd like to give you an opportunity to share your social media handles with anyone who wishes to follow your work.
Awesome. So you can follow me on Instagram at NyMadeIt. That's NYMadeIt. And
yeah, you can follow me at Kalani, just my first name, KHALARNI, on Instagram, and Kalani Rivers on Facebook.
Wonderful. Congratulations again, and look forward to some amazing things. Always good to see you both.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Indeed. Viewers, up next, we are going to hear from 2 of our other winners, of course, the overall winner, and he's going to share his inspiration as well. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Life is unpredictable, and when a storm is coming, having a plan can make all the difference.
We need a plan in case of a hurricane. Everyone, let's work together on this.
This is where we go in case if we need to evacuate. This is safe away from flood zones.
I will use this room as our secure space if we have to stay home.
Don't forget to save our local contacts and also our off-island contacts.
Right, and we need to have a plan for our pets too. They can't go to shelters, so we need a safe place for them.
In case we get separated, we should have a meeting spot. How about the community center?
That's good, and we can leave a note there too.
I feel safe knowing we have a plan.
With a plan, you're not just preparing for the worst, you're taking control of the situation. A message from the Department of Disaster Management and 284 Media.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. As promised, we're joined by another featured winner of the 284 Excellence Film Competition, the one and only Javito. Javito, welcome to our studios and thank you for your time.
Thank you, Ron.
I want to discuss your experience in the 2024 284 Media Excellence Film Competition. Overall, now that it's over, a lot of hard work and time crunching, what would you say has been your biggest takeaway?
Well, before anything else, if I may thank the Tourist Board of the British Virgin Islands and, of course, the BVI Film Commission, led by Natalie Hodge. Without their platform, there is no film excellence. It was kind of automatic because the story has spoken for itself. The BBI has a lot of stories to be told, and Lenford's story is an amazing story which has been sleeping for the longest time. I've known him since back in 2010 in North Sound when I moved to North Sound, and sometimes you think you knew the person until you really knew the person.
Amazing. I love the fact that you chose documentary, and of course you said that the Virgin Islands has a lot of stories that need to be told, and you chose this particular one. What did you enjoy most about telling this story?
Well, what I think the most enjoyable part was when I was interviewing the mom, and she was telling me about Lenford's story and the discovery that he has autism, and then how difficult it was for her to accept at the beginning, and then midway she realized she had no choice. So from denial into pushing, she pushed him to survive and to fight, which led to his success. His mother is that dynamo behind his success.
Beautiful. At the end of the competition, you went away with a few awards yourself. Tell us about the awards that you received.
I will be very honest. This is the first time that I join a competition, film competition. I am primarily a photographer. So, like I said, the story is in itself a winner. If I may quote Dr. Michael Turnbull, he said, "Mar, it is not easy for a regular person to succeed in life. So imagine for Lenford to win a gold medal on a world stage. That is an amazing story. That story needed to be told."
And some of the awards that you received?
Best screenplay, again, Lenford's story. Best documentary, it is an advocacy. We are raising awareness on autism. There is a spike on autism diagnosis in the BBI. So it's a continuing story, and eventually we are going to form an autism group in Virgin Gorda. And finally, best director, which is again, I owe everything to Lenford because it's his story. I just told it.
Amazing. Well, I want to first of all congratulate you on receiving the 3 awards, but most importantly, having the courage to tell Lenford's story. It is a remarkable matter that needs to be brought to light, and I think the success of your film showcases not only the endless possibilities that could be accomplished when a mom or dad or aunt or uncle or sibling just takes on the mantle of making sure that we are loving and protecting persons with autism in our community. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ron.
You're most welcome.
Yeah.
Viewers, we heard it here from Javito, an amazing story that was successful in the 284 Excellence Film Competition. Up next, we are joined by the final 2 winners. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Just give me my service. Yeah.
Just give me my service. Just give me my service.
Make the switch to CCT and get connected today. Unlimited talk, text, and data. Visit any CCT store or call us at 444-4444. CCT, Life Unlimited.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. We are joined by the final two winners of the 2024 284 Excellence Film Competition, the one and only Hakeem Gravesande and Onique Huggins of AIM Productions. Welcome to the platform, and thank you guys for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Now, I mentioned AIM Productions. For persons who don't know, of course, your film was submitted under the auspices of AIM Productions, but tell us about the company and what it means.
Okay, so AIM Productions, basically, we are two individuals currently developing a Christian-based production company, and we're trying to do mainly commercial work, and also we're trying to do content that is Christian-based, but also we want to do, work that can elevate and help others progress.
Amazing.
So, like chasing this filmmaking competition, we want to help others see that it's possible to do films.
Amazing. Well, I love the fact that you are Christian-based in religion, of course, focusing on that spiritual aspect. Where do you see AIM Productions going in the future?
Well, right now, I started it as a movement, and now it's transitioning into the production lane. The variety or the lane that we're trying to go is open. It's not really one specific lane. Right now, we're just trying to fit in where we can.
Understood.
And just excel and hone our skills a little bit more.
Beautiful. Well, let's now talk about Exit Wounds, the overall winning film of the 2024 284 Excellence Film Competition. You guys not only won Best Overall Film, but you won Best Editing. Tell me about the concept for this film and the genre.
Well, we decided to go with it's an action film. Everybody has a past, right? And we all have choices to make that will determine our future. So we wanted to use that concept to, and use to the highest consequence, which is your life. So we want to go with that concept to kind of captivate the audience one time, because it's a competition. And with the time restraints or what's not, we needed to capture everyone's attention at one time and just, do what we had to do.
Okay, tell us about the process, Hakeem, in pooling the actors together, of course. Scheduling is always an issue. How were you guys able to maneuver through the challenges?
Okay, well, initially I brought up the film competition to Onique, and from there we were just trying to schedule our times, because we're full-time. So we were looking at how much time we would need for pre-production, production, and post-production, and we started to gather together the team that we built chemistry with. And while doing so, I thought of an upcoming actor, Vernelia Fontaine. She messaged me a while back, contacted me and said that she wants to do more acting and so forth. So I was like, okay, let me reach out to her. I reached out to her, and she told me about After Sunset Productions, which is a group in college, and they're basically building themselves as filmmakers. So I said, okay, if this is what you want to do and you have other actors as well, let's see how we could work together. From there, I said, okay, let's plan to meet, because I think that's very important. We meet each other, we see how we work together, see what we're into before we actually get fully into, production. So once we met, we started to delegate roles. So I'm one of the actual producers of the film. I didn't direct this one, actually Onique directed this one. But we both produced, but I took more of the helm of bringing things together. So Onique directed, Vernelia basically, she also directed and led her team. So we both brought our teams together and said, okay, who do we have to fit certain roles? And then we delegate and say, okay, this is your responsibility, and we're gonna have some deadlines that we have to meet. And we took about probably a week, a full week, to do pre-production work. And then I think the second weekend, we decided, okay, this is when we're gonna start production. In production is, just before production is when it kind of got a little bit difficult.
Okay.
We didn't have a location for our main scenes, but our location scouts, they came through and they found a place, and we basically shot majority of the film where it's supposed to be held in 2 locations in 1 location.
Understood.
So, and also one of our actors couldn't make it, and she was our main actor, so we had to, figure out how we're gonna have someone replace her. So Vernelia as well stepped up to the plate. So Michael Jefferson, he's our main actor, and also supporting role with Vernelia, who's supposed to be, I guess, once you watch the film, they are basically in a romantic relationship. And we also have our next lead actor, but she's playing the antagonist, Anna Gordon. And we also have two other actors, Javon, and we have Janae.
Wonderful. One of the things that I love about what you just presented, Hakeem, is partnership. And I want to talk a little bit more about that, Unique, the ability to partner amongst creatives and not feel or think that you could do it alone. What would you say in that regard to the success of collaboration?
To me, that's the only way to do it, or only way to be successful, because you can't do everything on your own. There's a sound, there's the camera work, there's editing. You know, a lot of those things go into a film, and everyone has to play their part in order for it to be successful. So I think it's very, very important.
Amazing. Well, I want to take this opportunity to congratulate you both and your very large team. Of course, not only AIM Productions, but the actors who stepped up in collaboration. Congratulations on Best Overall Film and, of course, Best Editing. And we look forward to amazing things coming from your entire team of production.
Okay, appreciate it, bro.
Viewers, that is all the time we have. You heard it here from the winners of the 2024 284 Excellence Film Competition hosted by the BVI Tourist Board and Film Commission, a bustling film industry in the Virgin Islands, which allows the best and brightest of our very talented professionals to showcase their gifts with you. Have a beautiful rest of the day. Bye-bye.